Welcome back to Azran Legacy. The story so far. Layton and Luke bravely board the Thug's heavily armed airship in the hope of rescuing the kidnapped girl.
And Emmy...
Who knows what dangers await our heroes aboard the enemy ship. She stayed behind to hold the fort. Well, the airship, but you know what I mean.
The Bastonians, yeah.
Okay. Alright, time to explore the enemy airship. And look at that, we can move this.
Hey, I heard machinery move.
And
There's intruders on board.
Oh, look, a hint coin.
Because there wasn't an hint coin inside.
And there's a hint coin on the hole in the wall. Okay.
The board hole? Oh wait, no, that's just a cushioning hole.
Yeah, cushioning hole.
Little do they know they'll find one on the moon.
Puzzle.
Yeah. Oh no! This door won't open, Professor! And after we made it this far too!
Luke, I am open. It certainly seems securely shut, but I think we could use these dials to open it. Luke, why don't you give it a try?
Well, leave it to me, Professor.
I'll read the puzzle for you so you can concentrate on solving it.
Very well then.
Puzzle 009, Dial Trial. The door of the cargo hold is fitted with a special lock, and Luke, will have to unlock it before they can proceed. The control device consists of dials that are each separated into 4 quadrants. These quadrants are marked with the symbols circle and diamond, which have the values 1 and 5 respectively. To open the door, you need to align the dials so that all 4 quadrants have the same total value. Start spinning the dials and open the door.
So it's like a circular version of Sudoku.
Basically, yeah.
It's Sudoku.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're being awfully nice, Professor. I guess in a dangerous situation, even you know when to not fool around.
Get on with it.
Touch the dial with the stylus and slide into a circular motion to rotate it into the desired position. And that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like they said, you have to make sure that you have as many dots/diamonds within the same. There you go. Hold on. See?
Luke, hurry up! I think I hear footsteps.
Pay attention to the top screen because the fact that the cogs are moving in the top screen is your sign that you're making progress. So basically, if you see a cog going back to where it was at the beginning, that means that you're probably not making progress. So
yes, that's exactly what one of the hint coins says, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty confident that's not the hint coins don't actually. They don't miss a single hint coin on that. I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked into all the hints of this puzzle, but I'm pretty confident that's not one of them. No. There you go. Yeah, this puzzle is relatively easy, as you can see. So, yeah. Basically, it's just a matter of taking a good look and making sure you have as many numbers on the thing as in every single one of the cogs, or the dials.
I'm surprised that they don't just automatically have it solved when they're all lined up like that.
Maybe this is it. The Professor's Apprentice saves the day!
Indeed.
And I've got it!
One dial full!
9 and Seeker.
Each quadrant should have a total value of 15. Alright, it's time to push on.
Professor, who keeps leaving these puns in the puzzles?
Mr. Hino is a big lover of puns, Luke.
These puns suck!
I did it, Professor! The door is open. Are you ready?
I can see that, Luke. Excellent work, Luke. Now let's push up. Carefully, though. We don't want to be spoiled. Oh, shit.
Well, we brought the guns, right?
So Dwebs, as that cat Smith from Nino Kuni 2 would say, you'd say that maybe he's not the sharpest tool in the box, is he?
It's even bigger in here than I expected. We might get lost if we're not too careful.
Quite. Shall we take that ladder to the floor above?
All right.
Oi, you two!
Actually, that's Teo. Go on, Teo.
Hold it right there. Where do you think you're going?
You already have. You already have your own Targent soldier Dwebs.
Oh no! They found us already!
Forgot which one I was doing.
You got a lot of guts watching in here like tourists.
Well, you kind of shot at us first.
First Shiroid, now Dwebs is stealing rolls. Jesus.
Like I said, keep your eye on the bricks.
I warn you, I'm not going to go easy on you just because of a kid.
You know what? I'm just.
Why I'm gonna shoot the kid first.
You know what? I'm just gonna hide this real quick, just in case.
So, let's just look over here
He's just
while he's
standing
with
there.
us.
Look,
We'll just,
look,
take this in
Jova. This is what I like to call puzzle etiquette. You know, like you wait until you wait a moment so that your opponent has time to save the game in case he wants to, as well as get any hint coins possible. You know, it's puzzle etiquette.
You know, for all the time that he gets, Mario and Luigi Pardoning Time gets a great idea to have the final boss having one that doesn't allow you to attack and take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Even lets us play around with the control panel.
It's the equivalent of JRPGs, where the Lord of Darkness will just stay there on his fortress, waiting with all the time in the world until you get there. So.
Stay right where you are, and I promise I won't hurt you.
You don't mind us tinkering with all that stuff like we did, do you? You think we're going to do what you say? Fat chance!
Actually, my colleague has remained on ground.
Wait, Luke. He's up to something. And shut up.
Watch out! He's up to something.
You only
He's
just
killed.
noticed. If you're going to have any chance of getting past me, you'll need to use your head.
Now, if you don't solve this puzzle, I'll make it so you can't use your head because it'll have a hole in it.
All right.
Wait, you're not going to
Puzzle
hold us
number
up
10.
to none or
010,
anything?
if you unky hooks.
Go ahead, too.
Watch out, Layton needs to get across this walkway, but some swinging hooks have made it dangerous task indeed. The hooks always swing back and forth across the same routes. Examine how they move and plan Layton's steps carefully to gain separate. Oh god, it's Sans Fortress again.
Yep.
Touch a square that's adjacent to Professor Layton to move him in that direction. You can only move in the directions indicated by the little arrows. So this is actually a very simple puzzle. Basically, you can always undo, and even if you screw up, the game will just undo the move that made you screw up. So don't worry.
Ow!
Yeah, don't worry. Just keep trying, and you'll basically make it very quickly. Like, even if you get yourself in a position where you think you're stuck, you can just press the restart button to reset the puzzle. There you go. See, you not much thinking needed for this one. Like, you can very easily brute force this one for trial and error, basically. As I'm trying to demonstrate. Yeah. See, now you go back a bit so that the thing will. There you go. It's very easy.
My intuition should serve me well.
Despite those
Satisfying
sucks you
puzzle
ran
indeed.
into.
My head!
There.
Nicely done. Layton managed to cross safe and sound onwards.
Onwards.
Damn it.
Both heads. Oh.
New item of clothing. The tiny top hat.
Okay.
Maybe you should give it to a daughter.
Where's backup when you need it? I can't handle this on my
Yeah,
own.
where's Bishop? Oh right,
Oh,
you got
no,
left behind.
God damn it. That
Surprised he
feel when you
doesn't.
don't have
You see,
your
Rook and Bishop are like the Beatles. Like they work best when they're together.
Left on the sidelines.
Aw.
It's going
Unless
to
you pull the
just
card.
know, you know. Oh boy, Tero.
You know, it's funny. This feels like the build-up to a final boss sequence, but again, we're just at the start of the game.
We're actually going to have a more bigger, super duper, more somber version of this dungeon later. So this is basically we're going to see this more actually. In
I
a
know,
bit.
it's just that I do like how this is a bit of a spin on the Layton stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like this is remember this game was originally envisioned as the climax of the Herschel saga, so they wanted to to really go big for this one.
Well, Professor Layton. Who are you? My name is Leon Bronev. I am an archaeologist, just like you.
Everybody's a fucking archaeologist.
Are you?
I archaeologize
When did
destruction.
archaeology involve kidnapping young women? Let her go.
I'm with Layton on this one.
Would that I could, but it isn't that easy. You see, this girl is crucial to our plans. You, however, are not.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
Lots of
Why
people
didn't you
putting
give-
guns in this game.
Why didn't you give Rook a gun? He probably could have held us up with that.
To be fair, the Jova,
Yeah, I think
would
he's
you
very
trust
good
Rook and Bishop with
with
guns?
No.
I mean, okay,
How
Bishop,
can you
no,
want to
but
stand in
Rook
my
at
way?
least seems like he could have.
Stop it.
Oh,
Eh?
get some help.
Stop it. Stop it, all of you.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
But kinda, sort. It's more of an EMP.
What was that?
He asks
The
calmly.
instruments have gone crazy, boss. The ship's out of control.
Uh-oh. We know what this means, guys. Watch out.
you're
We're gonna
gonna
crash. A lot of crashing in this game so far.
This way, quickly.
Wow, perfect timing.
Swiggy this booty.
So
All right.
long, suckers!
Alright, let's leave.
What was that strange shockwave thing that just happened?
Now is not the time to worry about that. We need to get off this ship.
Of course, yes, with our rocket boots. How?
Layton,
It's-
you know how to build things quick.
Yeah.
Just
The
have
professor
to get
can
an
just...
airplane.
well, let's see what happens.
My theme's
Just-
playing as well, so...
It's
you
easy.
know
Just
what's it-
pull a panel off
Come on,
the
Luke.
wall and
What do you mean,
yeet.
Professor? We going down on that rope?
That's right.
Professor, you're burning your hand doing like this. Yeah, seriously, you're burning your hands.
A minor setback.
Of course, everything is still going according to your plans.
Try not to panic, miss.
No, don't.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, she's dead.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yeah, I kinda have to ask Little, what was your plan?
To be fair, to be fair, in his
I don't think he had
to be fair, in his defense, he had to think of something quick because the ship was crashing. He didn't have time
But
to.
give me the idea that he had a plan and it just instead just winged it.
No,
He's kind of like Indiana Jones.
no. In this particular case, I think he really was just winging it because again, the airship was crashing. The airship. Huh? Yeah.
Winging it.
Fun pun. Yes. In this case, I actually really get the feeling that the idea is that yeah, he was winging it because again, the ship was like, he even said like, "There's no time to think. Let's just get out of here."
Man, Luke's ran up a mecha and jumped out of a plane, and he's only 10. What am I doing with my life?
Like I said, you guys need to watch more 80s anime. 80s anime is full of that shit.
Save your progress. Well, we didn't save the girl, but alright.
So, Luke, having a
Chapter
great
2,
childhood?
The Mysterious Girl. Oh, that's the name of Flora's theme from Curious Village. Nice reference there. Yeah, this game, get used to this, because the game has a lot of nice, subtle nods to older Layton games, especially Curious Village.
Ow! Professor, where do you suppose we are?
I was wondering that myself, Luke. My guess is we're in an allegory for the Amazon.
It looks like we stumbled into the Bambi film.
Professor, Luke, how did we get here?
Remember, Shira, they were following behind. We saw the Bostonias we actually saw in the FMV right now, Bostonias following in them. So to be fair, yeah.
Thank goodness. I wasn't sure if we would ever find you. I knew that tracker I installed into Layton would come in handy.
Wait, did you put a track? No, ignore me.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I was worried you might have had, I was worried you might have had it this time. And are you both alright?
I've got twigs stuck in my arsehole.
Of course we didn't die. That would have created a time paradox.
Abby, you're my assistant. Take it off.
Absolutely not.
Then what kind of assistant are you? You're supposed to assist me.
One who's about to put her hands in acid.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
But I'm afraid I can't speak for the. But I'm afraid I can't speak for the girl.
Wait, I didn't mean it like
She
that.
decided the person who's going to take.
Wait,
There you go.
No.
Emmy would rather put her hands in acid instead of
I thought
up
she was
there.
more good at kicking.
Yes,
dear, I hope she's okay.
the girl
Yeah,
decided to just. The girl decided the person who's clearly going to save her wasn't trustworthy, so she squirmed off and fell to her death.
Squirm.
Like, she knew you for 5 minutes.
That was quite the fall.
I'm more trustworthy than Beardy over there.
Come on, Dick. Stick to the script.
Do you know where we are?
I do. We're on the edge of Lake Code, or Siren Lake as the locals call it.
Sirens? Shit.
It is said to be home to malevolent spirits who draw in the living and feed on their despair.
I'm
Oh, so Dementors?
Layton is fucked.
That's so.
Well, it's all superstition, of course. I believe it arose due to the unusually high number of airships that crash into
Yeah,
the lake.
yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, we were talking about the whole crashing thing. Yeah, apparently this town is known for having a lot of airships crashing into it. Interesting
Surrounding forest has also
history.
experienced more than its fair share of crash landings.
I see. Hence the name Siren Lake.
Ah, so it's the Bermuda Triangle, but strictly for airships.
It doesn't exactly sound like a great place for anyone to live, let alone for young girls to be on their own.
Look how you left out the young girl bit. I was going to say, it's
I was getting
just a
there
young girl.
after.
I get the feeling the idea behind the
really
young
stop
girl
looking
thing
at it.
is that, you know, like young girl, therefore it's usually associated with, you know, innocence and, you know, like she's not exactly capable like Emmy is. So, of course, you know, it's more urgent. I'm guessing that's the intent of that.
Yes.
Well,
Let's waste no further time.
We'll need a great deal of luck if we're to find her in a forest so large.
All right, a new episode has been added to the trunk. All for Professor Sticky Floor.
What did you call me?
No, it's not you, Herschel.
I
It's
thought that was Tails over there first.
no, that's Hazel. We'll tell Hazel in a moment. I think we're going to do the episode now, right? Yeah, we are.
For some reason, Broda reminds me of Richard Branson in his appearance.
You're gonna have to go by that with me one more time because I don't think I remember who that is. But for now, let's check out the episode. While Harold wants to be a man of science, his wife Masha there we go. Harold and Masha are actually married, by the way. All right, Jova, go ahead.
Over having a big beard.
I wonders where that Professor Sandy Shore's gone. He's been gone days now, he has.
Yeah, Yoda.
Maybe he got eaten by the terror of the night, the living snowman. They say it's that one outside the cave, you know.
I've only gone and set you up again, haven't I?
I'm saying it 'cause it's true. Could be a danger to us all, you know.
And as much as that Nordic puma you was blabbering on about before, I reckons. I only hopes Professor Seamacaw doesn't get wind of all this nonsense. He might think I'm silly as you are. I really love this joke. The joke where every time he says his name, it's a different misspelling.
How did you end up being friends with him anyway? You always get blasted around the fancy city visitors.
It's like the initial joke from Gilly, but it's never brought up again after that.
No, it doesn't.
Seamacaw's a very unusual name, isn't it? Where would you say he's from? The South Pacific?
Oh, no. I won't have you making up stories about him. He's my friend, and I hopes to keep it that way.
Is he really, though?
There they go, at each other's throats again.
They're such a married couple.
I mean, literally.
Go on, Jerry.
You know, they seem like they're enjoying themselves to me.
Yes, that's their recreation.
Meanwhile, Donna's thinking to herself, what about you and me, Prima? No, I better not say that to her, I'm afraid.
Donna's got feelings.
They're just
Yes.
co-workers.
Yes, in my head canon, I ship these two.
They're just roommates.
You've got to be joking. Prima, you're a lovely girl, but if that's your idea of enjoyment, count me out. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to pursue you in my head anymore.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying you don't like my company?
Okay. Wasn't expecting that question. What's my answer now?
Where is this going?
Looks like she can give as good as she gets. Come on, Donna, don't screw this up. This could be the moment you've been waiting for all your life.
But do I actually want this? That's what I'm asking. I mean, do I actually want this? Okay, now you're just twisting my words.
Playing hard to get?
Well, several fan fictions say this is what you want.
Is that fan fiction?
And that was also Professor Sticky Floor. In my head, there is, yes. Sure. It's like I keep saying. You see,
Happening on the ground.
Sure. It's like I've said before. You remember Hannah, the fangirl of Inspector Grosky that we're going to meet again this game later. Those two end up marrying according to my fan fiction. So that's canon because I say it is. If I know him coin.
I'm sure Rose imagines that she'll be married to Professor Layton eventually.
Everything, after everything that Anna's gone through, especially in this game, no, the woman has fucking earned it at this point. Go on, Jova.
Hey, look, Professor! It's a squirrel! Ray?
Oh, how charming. Luke, I wonder if the little creature might not have seen our young lady.
Professor, you're trying to solve a puzzle without hint coins? Professor, that's heckin' nuts.
Squirrel.
I'm Herschel Layton. Hint coins are my bitch. It seems like the perfect opportunity for you to make use of your ability to talk to animals. Why don't you say hello?
Oh, of course, Professor. Leave it to me to use that oh-so-special ability of mine that now the audience, in case they haven't played previous games, are now aware of. Hello, squirrel friend. We're looking for a girl. She's a bit taller than me, I think, and wears a pink dress. Have you seen her?
No, fuck off.
And no, I don't mean Princess Aurora.
Oh, I wasn't aware that you wanted to be the squirrel, Shiro.
I'm just...
Really? You won't tell us until we solve this puzzle.
Even the fucking squirrels are like this.
Our life is in danger, you bucky idiot.
I'm sorry, but what does a squirrel need picarats for?
To
buy nuts.
Acorns.
To buy nuts and acorns, yes.
Capitalism ruined nature truly.
Puzzle 12. Squirrel snacks. Ha ha. These four fruits have all different weights. The squirrels don't know the fruits' individual weights, but they do know that their favorite fruits are the second and third heaviest ones. They also know that these two fruits each weigh an even number of grams somehow. If you put a piece of fruit into each of the two boxes, the counter will display their combined weight in grams. Can you use this rather odd set of scales to determine which two fruits are the squirrel's favorites? So basically, this is a more complicated version of the scaling, the scale puzzle from Curious Village, basically. And yes, we also get some nice animation of Hazel and whoever Hazel's friend is. Alright, so which two fruits? Let's try it.
Here we'll explore true facts about the squirrel.
Alright, so let's think about this for a moment. So they know that it's the second and third heaviest ones. And each of them weigh an even number of grams. So using some basic math, we also have to figure that out. And of course, we also have to try multiple things. Put a piece of fruit into the counter will display their combined weight in grams. So basically, if you put two fruits there, let's try fruit A and fruit B, 101 grams. Okay, 88 grams.
We're learning so much about fruit today, aren't we, children?
Yes. 88 grams though. It's probably not okay. It's okay. Remember, if it's two even number of grams, obviously it would have to be. See, there you go. So if both fruits have each have an even number of grams, obviously the addition would also have to be even. So that's your first hint. What can you do to work out which fruits are the heaviest? Think about what the set of scales measures. Yeah, the grams. And as I was just saying right now, think about it. If both fruits each have an even number of grams, that means that the addition of those two weights would be an even number as well. So obviously, place fruit A, the hint 2 gives you the first step. Place fruit A in the left slot of the scales. Then place fruits B, C, and D in the other slot in turn. Simply doing this allows you to work out which of the fruits B and D are the heaviest. Again, it's kind of like the same way, it's similar to the way you can solve the scales puzzle from Curious Village.
It's a traditional way of, again, it's just one of those colorful way to reward scale measurement. Instead of having, proper weight with a number on it, instead it's fruit with the letter associated to them.
Indeed. Alright, so this one it gets even. What about this one? Aha! 92, that's an even number too. This one is an odd number though, so we won't use this one. Even number. Okay, so 96. Let's go with this.
I've really thought about this one. I knew I'd get it right.
Looks like I'm on a roll with solving the puzzles.
Fruity. A and D are the squirrel's favorites.
And we needed to solve this because
the squirrel really wants. Look, Teo. It's basic logic. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You know, like you want a favor from me, do a favor for me in return. I think it's basic stuff.
Go on.
Sure, why not?
What did you say about my dad?
Love it. Professor, Hazel says she saw a girl making her way towards the town. She said it was your mom, though, for some reason.
Don't worry, Professor, your family is not important.
I see. Well, we should be off without delay then. Please give my thanks to Hazel here.
What's this? Is it a present for us?
Yeah, he's not.
See, Teo, you even get a present. See, Teo, you even get a present. A minigame.
Wow. So this is a really popular game among squirrels, right? Among Us. Sounds great.
No, Joe, it's Game of Acorns.
Without delay, I said.
Now, Professor, we shouldn't shirk the politeness of a squirrel.
So yeah, the Little Forest Dweller has given you a nut rolling minigame. To have a go at the nut roller minigame, simply select it in the trunk.
Straight from the nut shack.
Make clever use of acorns and the pebbles on the ground to help Hazel roll a nice crunchy walnut back to her house.
Oh my god, it really is the nut shack.
You'll pick up more levels as the story progresses. Can you complete every challenge and fill Hazel's winter nut stash?
Oh my. Chirp, it be you that nuts to that.
Okay then. Let's explore then, now that we know where...
So I still wonder what's happening on the ground. I guess ants?
I think so, yes. Alright, let's take a look at the minigame. The aim of this game is to roll the walnut so that it comes to a stop inside the goal tent.
Looks like a Mario field.
There are all sorts of perils awaiting the walnut on its way to the goal, however, including holes, water, acorns, and rocks.
Clearly we need to help Scrat out with this.
Position the squirrel next to the nut and facing towards it, touch pickup on the touchscreen to pick it up. The walnut can be rolled into the course from the edge of the ledge, providing there's no railing in the way. Acorns and rocks can also be picked up and rolled into the course in this way. These rocks are indispensable for clearing a path to the goal tent. Be sure to take a good look around before getting the walnut rolling, as the course may be strewn with holes or elevations, so basically it's a matter of studying the environment carefully. In such cases, you may be able to form a makeshift bridge by dropping a rock into a hole or into a lower level. Sounds simple. Drop an acorn into a hole, however, and it will grow into a big, healthy tree instantly, because... fuck passage of time, I guess. These trees will stop a roll. Oh, so it's the same acorns that Panormix made in Mansion of the Gods. Yes. Okay. Other course features to look out for include curved walls that change the direction in which a walnut or rock is rolling. So physics, bitch. And wooden bridges that collapse as soon as anything rolls over them. There's plenty to watch out for, as you can see.
Basically, everything is trying to destroy this walnut, it seems.
Yes. If the camera is giving you a hard time and you can't see the whole course, touch the squirrel icon to change perspective. Basically, you can choose between an angular perspective or a complete Zelda 1 style top-down perspective, which is the one that I recommend, because it gives you a lot better view. Also, I love how, in true Layton fashion, we get a small little 8-bit sprite of Hazel.
And yes, I don't know about you, Pedro, but the first time they mentioned it again, I was so dreading they were going to force me to use the 3DS gyro control, but thank fuck it.
No, the only time a Layton... There's only one puzzle in Miracle Mask that requires the gyro. Aside from that one puzzle, Layton never used the gyroscope, actually.
Oh,
funny, isn't it?
I mean, how would that even work for the way this game is designed? I don't think that would even work.
You still pick it up with A and then tilt it. You know, it's kind of like those actual physical puzzles where you tilt the surface in order to get the ball into a hole.
I guess.
Exactly.
I guess, but yeah, like I said, no. This is entirely used with the touchscreen. Probably what they'll do is, well, when it comes to porting Miracle Mask for the Switch, that would be not easy because the Switch controllers have gyro, so you can just keep that as it is. When it comes to, if you're porting Miracle Mask to mobile, I don't think every single mobile phone has gyro, so I think you'll have to maybe rework that puzzle a bit, maybe. Yes, Joey, you were trying to say something?
Speaking of Scrat, it was nice that before they shut down, Blue Sky did make pretty much an animation that
it was kind of like that before Schultz died, he actually did make one actual page where Charlie Brown actually manages to kick that fucking ball.
Wait, he did?
Yes,
oh
he
my
did.
god.
It was actually very satisfying.
Basically, Blue Sky gave one farewell animation of Scrat finally getting that acorn and just getting to eat it. Which was nice and heartwarming.
Okay, so the basic idea is, remember, like, if the acorn will constantly roll until something it hits something. So you can't just immediately throw it at the tent. You have to make sure there's something behind the tent to make sure that the acorn stays there, like so.
There we go.
You completed Floating Island. Oh, Floating Island, that's what Angel Island was called before it was renamed to Angel Island. Okay.
I mean, the trees needed to grow in something.
All right, Luke, we've satiated your curious quirks about squirrels and their acorns. Now let's go and save the girl.
She's already dead. Let's use her corpse to fertilize this acorn tree.
Yes.
Yes, we'll do it in memory of her. And I guess at least we didn't let the bad guys have her.
I guess that's something.
Somehow that doesn't make me feel any better.
See ya.
Save her life to save us.